I could always create my own opportunities. So like I would have like bigger opportunities for myself. So, I didn't have to take away from others who's just getting their thing started. Really, I live this thing, so I'm 24 hours a day with it. I think it would probably be more difficult if I had to like a day job, or I had to report somewhere and be somewhere for 8 hours, and have to spend the rest of that time trying to deal with life.
Yeah.
But if you want to get to it, the best thing to do is plan it, and then when the opportunity comes, attack. Like plan and attack, man. Like as long as you got a good plan, you be able to do everything else. So just plan and attack and do what you love, man. Like Biggie say, only make moves when your heart's in it. And use the phrase "sky's the limit." You know what I mean? Like that's real.
I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 million every week. I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 billion every week. I wanna be a billionaire. Billionaire. I wanna be a billionaire. Billionaire. I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 billion every week.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Sleep is for Billionaires, the podcast. I am your host, Jonni Vegaz. Now today, I got a very special guest on my show, ladies and gentlemen. You're in for a treat, so take some notes. This man is one of the illest underground MCs I've ever heard. He holds the platform of one of the biggest open mics in Tampa, Florida, called the Cypher, 17 years in. And now he's holding one of the biggest festivals in Tampa, Florida, called Loud on 7. Ladies and gentlemen, AYCH, how are you, my brother?
Oh, I'm good, my brother. Good. Working hard.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad to hear it, my brother. Well, you know what? I know you're a busy man, so I ain't gonna take too much of your time, man. Look, I brought the people here so they can get to know you, get to know everything you got going on, and just join your journey, man. Because again, since I met you, we're about 10 plus years in. You've been recording music, you've been battling dudes, you've been dropping mixtapes and albums, collaborating with a lot of major artists. You shared the stage with a lot of major artists, you know what I'm saying? So let's just start from, where did this love for music come from? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about some of your influences.
Really like moms, man. Moms she was a hip hop chick, man. So she was always on that Salt and Pepper, that Heavy D, that Rakim, things like that. Big Daddy Kane. And like I found like a Rakim, I think Rakim's album, Paid in Full. And I ain't no joke, did it for me, bro. That did it for me. So that was my moment. Like I wanted to rap. So when I got my hands on that, I was taking that joint to school in the headphones. Like that was it for me.
You know what? Speaking of Rakim, I'm not gonna lie. I would have rather seen him go against KRS-One in that versus. Big Daddy Kane, that's my guy. I love Big Daddy Kane, but I would prefer to see KRS and Rakim. I think that would have been a better matchup. What are your thoughts on that?
Listen, I don't see nobody touching Rakim, man. So I don't like, as far as in that era, like Rakim. I would love to, like Rakim and Kool Moe Dee might have been cool. Rakim and Kool Moe Dee might have been cool. Rod's just another guy, and then to find out that he don't even curse in his music, like decades later, I was like, for real? Wow. You could look at him and you can see a lot of artists now with the chains and the fashion. You know what I'm saying? He was doing this in the early 80s.
Right. You know what? That's one thing I appreciate about Rakim, even Will Smith, not cursing in the music. Obviously it's two different lanes, but still having that skill that's a skill within itself, not to curse. Because sometimes you get so passionate with what you want to say, and sometimes a curse word best fits the feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But expand your vocabulary and say something else and still have it hit the same, or sometimes even harder, is a skill within itself, man. So
that's true.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But now that I hear you, my brother. So okay. So I know you got a bunch of albums out, and you got a bunch of mixtapes out, and creating these platforms like these open mics, a lot of people came up, because of you. A lot of people got their start from that Cypher. and but does building platforms for other people kind of take away from your artistry, or were you able to kind of mix the two?
I was able to mix the two, but I was never really concerned with those opportunities because they were there. I was always I could always create my own opportunities. Mm-hmm. So like I would have like bigger opportunities for myself. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have to take away from others who's just getting their thing started. Mm-hmm. Like what I'm saying, like shout out to the homie Neil. At one point in time, like I was working for Neil. And yeah. So part of our arrangement was I could perform at the big concerts. Mm-hmm. So like I don't need to hog the stage for my open mic night. I could perform at these big sold out concerts. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of worked out, man.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah, shout out to Neil. I haven't heard from him in a while. I heard he moved and then he got with his lady, had a baby, and he's doing really well. And I see you have a young man, coming up. Yeah,
5, man. He's 5 turning 6. Yep.
That's beautiful, man. How do you balance, being an artist, having these platforms for other people, being a father, being a husband or a fiance, how do you balance work and life, you know what I'm saying, still stay sane, because sometimes it could get difficult even for myself.
I don't know how, bro. I don't know. The grace of God, bro. The grace of God. It don't seem like a lot. It don't seem like a lot till you write it down. You know what I mean? Like I'm just, I don't really. I live this thing, so I'm 24 hours a day with it. Mm-hmm. I think it would probably be more difficult if I had to like a day job, or I had to report somewhere and be somewhere for 8 hours, and have to spend the rest of that time trying to deal with life.
Yeah.
I've been self-employed since like 2007.
I love that, man. That's amazing. Congrats on that, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Really depend on these jobs out here, and they can't figure it out on their own. So I tip my hat off to you for figuring it out for this long, and actually figuring it out from your passion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not just trying different things, being all over the place. So that's amazing, man. Okay. Let me ask you this. If your son wanted to be in music, would you let him?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That's cool.
Man, music took me places I've never been in this music. Listen, music saved my life, man.
That's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful. So, all right. So let's get into how the cipher started. I know we're reiterating ourselves, but forgive me again for not recording.
Nah, you good, bro.
But nevertheless, let's tell the people how the cipher started.
So really, I was going to an open mic night. They switched venues. The venue wasn't really feeling the promoter. They gave me the opportunity. I was reluctant at first, but then I took it. I took the chance, and from there, man, it's been beautiful, man. 17 years in, seen a lot of waves of artists. It's like high school, watching the freshmen become seniors. You know what I'm saying? I watch the rookies become vets over and over again. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a good feeling to watch and help and be the guy that can really be like the principal. You know what I mean? Like the principal of the school. So it's cool, man. Just teaching and showing the guys the ropes, and watching their stage shows get better, from going to open mic nights to they're getting booked for shows, and getting paid for shows and things like that. So that's pretty dope.
That's beautiful, man. And how did you kind of structure everything with the owners of the venue? Because I know they had to be lucrative for you. It can't be just for free.
They just kind of made me an offer I couldn't refuse. I had no overhead, and I was collecting 100% of the door. They would keep the bar. They was paying the DJ. So at that time, I was like, yeah, I like it. That deal sound cool to me. Let's try it.
Yeah, why not? Anybody would. Okay. Now, I see that the Cypher graduated to Loud on 7th, which is pretty much like a South by Southwest of Tampa, right?
Something like that, yeah. I guess that's what you could say, yeah.
Okay. Well, how'd you come up with that?
Just performing, being an artist at, I was going to A3C a lot, and I was just watching how it was just like flooded with Tampa. And, from there, one year I was just like, man, it's a lot of us, man. We really should do this in Tampa, and we have the infrastructure. I have the relationships with the clubs. Me and my partner Buck, we kind of put our heads together, and yeah, we just had the same ideas, and we just jumped on it. And it was the year before COVID. I wanted to wait another year, because we only had like 7 months. He was like, nah, let's do it now. And I'm glad I listened to him, because our first one was the year before COVID.
Yeah. Oh man.
So we lost the ground.
Loud on 7th until 2023, or maybe this year. Would have been the first year.
Right. You never know.
That's cool, man. So where do you see this growing to? Like, you started a lot in Tampa. You're doing a lot for the city, man, and I commend you on staying there. So where do you see this growing? Like, what's the ultimate goal with everything you're doing?
I really see it being huge in Tampa. Spreading past, 7th Avenue, spreading past Ybor. I can see it growing. I don't know how. I'm not sure how big I really envision it to go. My goal is just to make it big enough to where we can cause a traffic jam getting off the exit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So once I get there, then then it's like, all right, what's next?
Yeah.
What's next? So for now, that's I gotta nail down Tampa.
You know what? And I commend you on that. And well, from what I see on my side, it's more so like that, like Loud on 7 being like a staple like South by Southwest or A3C.
Oh yeah.
Musical events that you kind of, if you're an artist, you have to go to, like Needham in France. Like you have to go to this event if you're an artist. If you're not an art, if you're not an art, if you're not at this event, you're not an artist. Because that's how it is with South by Southwest and A3C. You know what I'm saying? So I see this growing into that. You know what I'm saying? And even it's adding to your legacy, because when we pass away, I feel like this is something that's going to continue to live on for other artists. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it growing into.
Hopefully that's what we do. I'm known for longevity, man. So it's definitely consistency and longevity for me. So I ain't going nowhere. So it's going to just get bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Now I wanted to touch on something real quick, because a lot of artists, like, they feel like they gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? Where they're from, to really get the notoriety they want, or the respect they want, or just grow as an individual. You know what I'm saying? And then you decided to stay where you're from, and and there. So tell me about that, man. Because a lot of people would have chose the alternative. You know what I'm saying, to for their journey. So tell me where you stay.
Well, I'm not from here, so this was me leaving. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. So
right.
Tampa was me. Tampa was, I guess, me leaving where I'm from. Yeah. So I really appreciate Tampa. Like, where I'm from, it's a really small area. It's not a lot of opportunity there. So when I came to Tampa, I was like, wow. And it was an untapped market, and it's kind of still an untapped market. So we have a lot of space to grow. Yeah,
that makes sense. And I do see that too. That's how I kind of feel. Cause I'm not from Tampa either. I'm from New York. But when I went to Tampa, it was like that's when I really started taking like music a little more seriously. You know what I'm saying? But then when I felt like there wasn't too much opportunity, at least for what I wanted, that's when I picked it out. You know what I'm saying? And then I came to the West Coast and got into the acting side, which was the real passion for me. So, but I feel like there's, like you said, there's more that Tampa can grow to, not expose itself to, but offer to artists. Not just musical artists, but actors and what else, you know what I'm saying? So
I feel like this is a good launching pad. Like, a lot of people have left here, and they're doing their thing in other states. Like, my man Favari Simmons and Kingpin, they over there in Atlanta with Wendy Day, they doing a cheat code thing, and they really doing their thing. We got people in New York, we got people everywhere, like you out there in Cali. And what it's gonna take is, shout out to my man J Rock too. I think he out there. He working with Coyle Ray. So I think it takes for people like y'all who can really, bring some value to the festival in years. Like y'all will see it, and y'all will see where y'all fit in. And that's nothing but a phone call and a conversation, where it's now like, we bring. I don't see yourself here for the purposes you left for, but we could bring it back. So I think that's dope.
Nah, it's a fact, bro. You were kind of chopping up a little bit, but I got the gist of what you were saying. So, but no, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, I left out here to grow as an individual artist, so, and just as a human being in general. So when I do come back, I can add more value to any and everyone that I can. You know what I'm saying? Even here, more so here, because this is where I'm at. But that's what's up, my brother. So the yo, you still there, H? Oh, he must have cut off. Hold on, he must have cut off, y'all. We gotta get H back. H money bags. Where you at, my brother? We back, H?
Yeah. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't. Now I see you perfect.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
We ain't so good. We ain't got too much time left, but that's what it is, man. So, okay. Well, I love it, man. So, man, listen, my brother. You got any new projects coming out? Right now, you just focus on the festival.
Nah, the festival start tomorrow. That's great. That's about to be my week.
Yeah.
After that, I'll probably disappear for a little bit. I might come over there to Cali, man, and just decompress, man.
Come on, man. It's out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Get you some good vibes, man. I'm over here in the mountains areas, man. So I'm always sitting on top of a mountain somewhere, meditating, trying to talk to God and all that. So.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Man, that's really what it is, because I do so much, bro, and I always adding something else to the repertoire. So it's like, just to keep that mental sanity, I gotta meditate at least 3 times a day, my brother. I'm in the gym twice a day, so it's like, and it's just to keep my brain sane, my brother. That's really it, yo. So
yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, it's a lot of that out here, man. So I could definitely expose you to some of that, man. But yo, if you got any advice to any like up and coming artists or up and coming entrepreneurs that want to get into the music business and industry and artistry, now's the time to really give them that advice, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you're known for longevity, and a lot of people be coming. Even I know a lot of people that came to LA like, yo, I'm gonna give it 6 months. If it don't work, I'm out. Ain't shit working in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? You barely getting your feet wet. So if you could give somebody some advice, man, now's the time.
If I had to give anybody advice, I would tell them, do what they passionate about. If you're not passionate about it and you're just doing it for the money, don't put too much into it. But if you want to get to it, the best thing to do is plan it, and then when the opportunity comes, attack. Like, plan and attack, man. Like, as long as you got a good plan, you be able to do everything else. So, just plan and attack and do what you love, man. Like Biggie say, only make moves when your heart's in it. And use the phrase, sky's the limit. You know what I mean? Like, that's real. So, if you're going to do something that you're going to be passionate about. That way it don't feel like work. It don't feel like work, and you ain't going out there for 6 months. You out there till it's work. And stick with it. Stick with it. Downs, ups, they all come with it. Stay even and stick with it. Just keep working, put your head down and work, you look up, you have all the results right there in your lap.
I love it, man. Yo, H, man, it's been a pleasure not only speaking to you today, but just knowing you throughout my life journey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you already know, bro, same.
Everything you're doing inspires. I'm sure you're inspiring many people. You're inspiring me. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing. Never give up. And, hey, if I can do anything to add value to everything you got going on, please let me know. I'm very, very connected out here, even more so. So, anything I can add, like bringing artists down there or speakers, whatever, just let me know, bro. And let's try to.
Hey, listen, we'll talk after this joint. Cali might be the move for me. So we'll talk soon, but we'll put it together. Nothing but a conversation.
That's a fact, my brother. Yo, let the people know where they can follow you at, where they could tap in with the cypher, even go get on stage and perform. Let the people know, my brother.
Man, listen, anything y'all need, you can find me on Instagram, AYCH 302. from there you can find all the other businesses and all the other, you know, events and all of that. But H302 is my everything. So, you know, that's what it is.
That's what it is, man. Yo, H, has been a pleasure once again. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sleep is for Billionaires, the podcast. I am your host, Jonni Vegaz, my man H. Make sure you check out the Cypher in Tampa, Florida. Make sure you check out Loud on 7th in Tampa, Florida. What are the dates again for the Loud on 7th?
September 4th to the 10th.
Man, listen, man. If you ain't there, you ain't an artist, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Hey, man.
Yeah, we gonna catch you.
That's it, man. Hey, yo, again, thank you for your time, my brother. I know you busy. Go ahead and get settled. Get ready for that festival, man. I wish you the best of luck, my brother.
Thank you, bro.
Right,
Love.
man. Love, man. Cheers.